We took it over 1 year ago, and the day we took it over, we could not drive down the drive because the trees and the wildlife, the growth on the drive was just so overgrown that the whole drive had been closed in. When we arrived in the main building itself, we came in the front door. The front door hadn't been opened for 10 years, and you could not see the sea from the front door because of the trees and the weeds growing on the inside of the building. That's how bad that room was over in the corner. Then we went into the main drawing room. There was no floor in the main drawing room. The roof had collapsed in part of it. There was no roof on 50% of the building. We had to re-roof. There was no ceiling whatsoever in one half of the oak room. In the conservatory room, there was no roof whatsoever at all. That was just gone. So we were only left with 4 walls in that room. And generally speaking, I would think that it was probably 1 year from being totally derelict and unrecoverable. And so we just got it in time, which was great. But we've put a lot of work into the structure of the building. We are 100% dry now, which is fantastic in a building that's 120 odd years old. So we have the roof in good shape. We have all the lead replenished along the plinths around the outside of the house, and we have the windows all fixed and decorated, and we're finished, thanks be to God. Now the interesting thing about this is here that since we opened on Good Friday, the interest in this has been phenomenal, and it is because it's different. This country is awash with typical hotel bedrooms with a bathroom on the left, a wardrobe on the right, a double bed, 2 bedside lockers, and really uninteresting and probably heartless in a lot of cases. Whereas this is a bit of fun, a bit of crack. You have a really good bed, you have a really good duvet, you have good linen, you have a good goose down pillow, and the thing is a little bit of luxury, but you're in the woods. And the trees and the wind and the sound of the whole place just makes it that bit special. But you're comfortable and you're warm, which is the key to luxury.
You can have more if you want to know it.
Yes. We're doing a Spanish kind of Mediterranean style, so where you have the Atlantic kind of meeting the Med, you know. It's the combination of both really. We use a lot of olive oils and tomatoes, garlic, clusters, pints, and all that food. Tasty food. You know? Yeah.
Well, when we went and looked at tents, there's all sorts of different tents that you can get now for what they call glamping, alright? We went for a South African style tent which we had made, specially made in India. And you'll see then this vapor proof here on the ground. We brought that up 12 inches or 14 inches on the walls because of our climate. And then we have this fly sheet that goes over it, which keeps the wind away from the tent. So when you're in your tent at night, it's actually quite quiet inside. Open back the doors then, and you have the woods and everything at your front door. So it gets the best of both worlds. It's lovely. This is what we call the wilderness bed, okay? The wilderness bed sits on timber that we cut here on site. It has a full pillow-topped mattress, which is a 5-star mattress, a beautiful soft mattress, and then it has a goose-down pillows and duck-down duvet. And everyone who has stayed since the day we opened has commented on the beds, so we're thrilled with the beds, they're great. Now the house was built in 1880, which was 4 years before the Park Hotel was built. And the interesting thing is that it's the same architect. So we have 2 properties in Kenmare designed by J.F. Fuller, and both overlooking Kenmare Bay. And it's lovely to have the 2 of them united together, because there was never a relationship between the 2 houses. This was always a private house built for Major Cullum from the British Army. And because it was built as an entertainment house, we have a great hall, which is a beautiful room that accommodates 80 or 90 people, and that is the main dining room, which opens out into the
this table, on behalf of Kathy and myself, on behalf of everybody here, I'm sure you all feel the same thing, that we are filled with admiration for you, and we are filled with congratulations for you, and hopes for the future that everything comes to pass, because you are extraordinarily ambitious and hopeful and positive and entrepreneurial.